माननीय सभासदों, माननीय उपसभापति जी,
The finance minister made a statement about the subject on which I
Sir,
spoke.
you know, regarding that, अभी कोई discussion हम नहीं कर सकते.
आपको बताना चाहता हूँ.
जी.
Whatever I had said was out of public domain, written by letters by Devendra Fadnavis. The figures were quoted by him.
Please.
No, but this is unfair to say.
Please. Sir, this business is not before the house, so I will not. Please allow. Please send. The message from Lok Sabha Secretary General. The message from Lok Sabha Secretary General.
Sir, with your kind permission, I rise to report that the Lok Sabha sitting held on the 19th of March 2021 has agreed to the amendments made by the Rajya Sabha to the Medical Termination of Pregnancy Amendment Bill 2020 at its sitting held on the 16th of March 2021.
Discussion on the working of the Ministry of Tourism. Sri K.R. Suresh Reddy to raise a discussion on the working of the Ministry of Tourism. Please, sir. Time no.
Thank you, sir, for giving me this opportunity to initiate the discussion on tourism. Well, I can only start with sympathies to the Honorable Minister. As COVID effect, the ministry which is the worst affected seems to be the tourism ministry. And unfortunately, the support what the ministry was expected did not reflect in the budget. The boldness which was exhibited in the main budget presentation, unfortunately, did not percolate down to the tourism department. Tourism, which contributes 5% to the GDP, accounting for 12.9% of jobs, which leads to 8.8 crore direct and indirect jobs in our country, as per Niti Aayog and Standing Committee reports, Chairman Sir, is an eye-opener. It clearly indicates the potential this ministry has contributed to the growth of our nation. When we look at the budget allocation to the potential of the ministry, which is about 2027 crores, 2027 crores, roughly about 0.06% of the expenditure budget. This, in my opinion, is a total mismatch. The main budget emphasized heavily on disinvestment, monetization, innovation, and of course we've seen new initiatives like bringing in drinking water into the Ministry of Health and renaming it as Health and Well-being. The time has come for the Tourism Ministry also to get into such initiatives, because the coming years will definitely be a big boom and we have to be ready to face that. Like I said, from the government side, the initiatives which the Health Ministry took of getting in the drinking water, the time has come for the Tourism Ministry also to link up with other ministries which benefit out of tourism, be it the railways, be it Jal Shakti, be it medical and health, and so many other departments. Now, my suggestion would be, Chairman Sir, for the ministry to get integrated into such other ministries, like how we have the tribal subplans, the SC subplan in various ministries. If the government can look at creating some kind of a subplan like a facility, then this would enhance the tourism potential. It would also help the concerned ministry in generating revenue and also exploiting the full potential of the tourism in our country. And of course, this cannot be achieved by the minister alone. He needs the cabinet support. The Prime Minister's intervention would be greatly helpful to him. If this is done, then it would be really a path breaking. I would advise, instead of selling PSUs, instead of selling LICs, why don't you sell India? Sell Indian tourism. That is where you really get the money. Convince the Prime Minister, make him the face of tourism. Make it the face so that the ministry can benefit. If I may quote, as a kid, I used to listen to a song, Jangal mein mor nacha kisne dekha. And today, if you look at it, probably you'll hear, Main nahi dekha. Magar, Pradhan Mantri ke bagiche mein, baag mein mor nacha kisne dekha. Sabne dekha, sabne dekha, sabne dekha. See, that is the advantage. By putting the Prime Minister's face, the Ministry and the Department of Tourism, I mean, I'm not on a wit side, I just commented, sir, with no disrespect to any office. But it is an opportunity for the Ministry to take advantage of the kind of potential which is available there. I'm sorry to say the revival initiatives, the revival incentives which the Ministry had offered to the tourism industry, like PF contribution, part of it would be done by the government, collateral-free loans, and of course, like issuing COVID guidelines, certification of hotels, operational recommendations. These are not enough. This is not adequate. In fact, this is like rubbing salt in the wound. Most of the tourism-related people, be it small hotels, be it tourist guides, be it the tour operators, most of them are washed off. So they are not even existing to avail these facilities. The time has come where you have to provide liquidity as the Standing Committee has recommended. And major countries which were worstly affected than India, like France and UK, they have done so. That would go a long way in supporting this, sir. The other, of course, issue would be...
Sir, please conclude now.
Conclude, sir?
You have 6 minutes only, and you are completing it now.
All right, sir. The various tourism associations have also come forward and given some recommendations for economic support and for policy support. In the minister's reply, I would like him to, reflect what initiatives they have taken on those recommendations. Like, for example, creation of an empowered national tourism board with private sector involvement and professionals on board to run, the various aspects of the tourism department. The Niti Aayog has suggested foreign tourists, which are at only 1.23%, may be increased to 3%. You are spending 80 crores on promotion, but Niti Aayog says the staff is not fully equipped adequately to really support the promotion. So that has to be looked into, sir. And of course, the new tourism policy, which has about 8 strategic areas, are very good in promoting tourism, but they need the support. As I suggested, the Standing Committee reports, the Niti Aayog comments and reports are something the ministry needs to look into it. I do not want to elaborate too much on that due to lack of time.
Your time is already over, sir.
And last, I'm concluding on Telangana, sir. One request since I initiated, we have the Bhadrachalam temple in Telangana, which is one of the biggest Sri Ram Mandir temples. Sri Ram ke naam pe Prasad scheme par, I request the Honorable Minister to give the sanction which has been sent by Government of Telangana for this, sir. And of course, the Yadari temple, which is coming up in Telangana at a cost of almost 2,000 crores, is something which needs to be supported by Government of India, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Sri.